How are you? You know what? I'm doing just dandy, thank you. Doing just dandy. Fall Creek, no. Blue River Reservoir, that's where I am. Man, I'm off to a good start. Blue River Reservoir, I'm at the bottom of Blue River Reservoir. And I have Mechanical Forest with me from Alien Shave, the soap and splash. If you saw my first impressions, thank you. Welcome to the full review. It's cold. You'll see in the B-roll at the end of the video that the earth is frozen. It's probably about 40 degrees, 35, something, I don't know. No, probably about 40. Beautiful fragrance. The top notes: grapefruit, citrus, pine, and steel. Whipping that up in my Captain's Choice bowl. I just got it started. I have my High Mountain White Badger, and this is set in a Louisiana Cypress from Sawdust Creation Studios. I love this brush, and I especially love the knot. I have two of these knots. If you ever get a chance to buy one of Bobby Moffat's High Mountain Whites, I recommend it, highly recommend it. It's not bleached. It's so naturally soft and perfect. I think it's a 26 millimeter. I wish I had more of these knots. This is in the goat's milk base. I didn't bring any notes with me today, guys. The wife and I and Emily, that's our daughter, and Luna have been out here for the most of the afternoon. It's now 3:45, just after. Got up here probably about 11. You'll see in the B-roll that we built a fire. Been shooting my 38. I'll try and include a clip or two of Emily firing that off. Just enjoying this. You know, it's chilly, but in Oregon, you know, the rainy season starts in October, and it really doesn't go away until the end of April, sometimes not even until the end of May. In fact, I like to joke that summer doesn't start until July 5th, and then it ends the weekend before Labor Day. And there's a little bit of truth to that. I have been absolutely loving this fragrance, and the Formula 51 base, whether you get it in the beef tallow formula or this goat's milk base, it is so creamy and rich and just perfect. It really, really is. Steven, that is the artisan at Alien Shave. The guy is a perfectionist. He's been going through different bases, you know, trying to really find the best base, you know, that he can make. And when it comes to tier 1 bases on the market today, they really don't get any better than Formula 51. And if you've tried it, you know it. And if you haven't tried it, I do recommend giving it a go in any of his fragrances. None of his fragrances are extremely strong. They're all like medium to a little lower than medium. But other than that, I don't see how anyone could ever complain about any of the products that he is putting out at Alien Shave. It is just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. The cushion, the slide, the glide, rather. I like to say slide, because sliding is fun. Gliding is, well, I guess gliding can be fun, but I've never really glid. Is that a word? Glid? When you glide, glid, slide, slid? No. I just had a thing on the bottom of my phone pop up that said network error is what it said. Gorgeous. It is freaking gorgeous. I'm going to be mowing that down with, I got some hand warmers in my pockets. Stays plenty warm as long as I'm moving, but you know, I stopped moving to do this shave. I'm going to be mowing it down with my SR71 Slant from Holy Black. This is the one that Enrique, the millennial shaver, gifted me. I've used it every day since I got it, so I now have 4 shaves in with it. I've been trying to find a good blade with it. He had it, and it was his first ever slant. If you follow my content, you know that is far from my first ever slant. If you saw my rambles, rants, and razors, I talked about it a little bit. But he didn't like it. I think the word he used, it was a little clunky. and the head does make it cumbersome. The head is super big, and I didn't realize that the head is as big as it is. I have the straight bar, the regular SR, and the head is like the same size as like a Mula. You know, it's just your regular DE size head. The handle is super heavy. I mean, this is like the heaviest razor on the market, or at least it was when they were made. Got a mirror right below you and another mirror to the right of it. I have two mirrors kind of below you, one directly below and the other one over here to the side. Can you hear those gunshots in the distance? Somebody's firing off a bunch of rounds. That's not my 38. My girls do have the 38. So I'm way down here at the bottom of the lake, and they are way up over yonder. Got some great B-roll for you guys if you stick around for that. Before I start talking about this fragrance, let me remind you or inform you that I have several giveaways going on, most of them courtesy of some artisans. There's the Hoffman's, the Soap Commander, the starter kit from PAA. What else we got going on? Oh, there's my cane soap giveaway that I'm doing, my keepsake fruitcake giveaway that I'm doing. Keep an eye out for my unboxing and first impressions of Sterling's. I recorded that. I just need to upload it. Friends Till the End, my unboxing of that and some Oro Valley stuff that I got, courtesy of Rod and Mandy. Going to be giving away a Friends to the End set, and that is going to be open to international. Got a brush, the Adamant Nameless Brush Works. Right, Lee? Did I get that right? Nameless Brush Works. I look at the bottom of my brush, but I don't have the right brush. He's giving away a brush through my channel. Trying to really kick off this season of giving in big, full, glamorous, lathery style. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Can you guys see that? That's freaking gorgeous. My ear agrees. I just got some up in there. We had a great Thanksgiving. I hope you guys all had a great Thanksgiving. Didn't really spend any money on Black Friday. I bought one set. I like really picky on Black Friday. If it's not a great deal or something that can't be had elsewhere, it's hard for me to pull the trigger. I bought a new car charger for my phone, you know, because of my job. Anyways, so yeah, I got some giveaways going on, and a couple of them are ending here before long. And oh, I also have that bush malt that I'm giving away, from Murphy and McNeil. So handful of giveaways going on, guys, and I'm kicking off the Sterling one. I have in this, I was talking about, clunky is definitely a good word for the head on this. It's also, I think, the word I like is cumbersome. It is a little big. It takes a little getting used to. Now, I'm loving this razor. Don't get me wrong. The blade gap, though, I could definitely see that, especially for a first-time slant owner like Enrique was. The gap is huge. I haven't measured it, but it is a big gap, and I got myself pretty good with it last night. Last night, I first threw in a second use Mercur, and it was so tuggy that I stopped, and I put in a second use Gillette 7 o'clock sharp edge. That's the yellow package from Russia, and I finished the shave with it. I've been experimenting with different blades. I did a feather and a Gillette Platinum on the other shaves. This is a Derby Extra. I decided to try something more mild, and also, as you saw in the photos, it kind of goes along with the color scheme, because yeah, I'm a freaking schnerd. OCD, ADHD, whatever you want to attribute it to. Pain in the ass. That's what I am, if you ask my wife. To my left, I have my stainless steel bowl for soaking my razor in between passes. Don't have, you know, comforts of running water. There's a little creek right over here. Can you guys hear that if I shut up? Did I shut up long enough for you to hear it? I like to do the matchy-matchy. This is why I brought my Master Yoda scoop along with me. I thought he really, really popped with this label. Did I show you guys did I show you? The label is badass. It's Iron Giant. I'm all over the place as usual. Hey, how you doing? I had a Rockstar. I probably shouldn't have had a Rockstar, but you know, I needed a Rockstar. The water just wasn't cutting it. This is really freaking good. Let's talk about the fragrance. You want to talk about the fragrance? I'd like to talk about the fragrance. Holy crap, let's talk about this freaking fragrance. Got it on the back of my right hand. Did you hear me? I got it on the back of my right hand. Now I got it on my face. Oh, this lather is freaking epic. Did I already talk about that? I told you, right? Yeah? Okay, good. The grapefruit, when you put it on the back of your hand, it's something that should be worth noting. I don't know how many people talk about this in their reviews of Alien Shave. This is intentional. For years, aftershave wasn't meant to be worn all day long, and it wasn't meant to be this big projection beast. Now, I'm not putting down projection beasts, okay? I'm just explaining something. I love a projection beast, but at the same time, I can appreciate things that have a moderate projection and moderate longevity. But for years, that is exactly what you got from an aftershave. It wasn't something that could be smelled from across the room, and it wasn't something that lasted all day. You would put on your aftershave, and then you would apply a different cologne. There wasn't all this matchy match going on. And I've never asked Steve, the artisan at Alien Shave, if that's kind of what he was going after, but I have noticed from some people's reviews and other things that I've read, that sometimes, people complain that is not very strong. Well, the sales pages I've seen, it states that. And then also, you're only going to get about 6 hours out of this one. The solar barber that I have and I love, I'd say I also get about 6 hours of wear out of that too. So while they're not very strong, they are beautifully blended. Steven blends all his own fragrances. So he has selected this grapefruit and blended it with the citrus. I believe that citrus is an orange. I don't know if it's a mandarin orange or what it is exactly, but there's some kind of orange going on. And when you first put it on the back of your hand, you're greeted by this beautiful grapefruit. That's the first thing I detect when I apply it. The wife loves this. She gives it an 8. Emily gives it a 4. So for you guys keeping track at score, 10 is the highest. And I always get my wife and daughter's opinion on fragrances to help you guys kind of try and gauge. That way, not just going off of what I think. It gives you an idea what other people might be saying. And my wife and daughter both have finicky preferences. They're not a frag head like me. Like, I appreciate all fragrances, or can appreciate all fragrances. Most, like 99%. But they're like your typical person, that there's fragrances that they like and there's fragrances that they don't like. So the wife loves this one. 8 out of 10 from the wife is an amazing score. 4 out of 10 from Emily is actually a pretty good score. If you guys know Emily and you watch my content, Emily is a tough cookie to please when it comes to fragrances. And Emily is our 15-year-old daughter, and she's your typical 15-year-old girl. And she has become quite the frag head herself. So you're greeted by that grapefruit and this beautifully blended, like mild. The grapefruit stands out. The orange is more subdued. And then that pine. The pine is perfect. The pine is absolutely perfect. And I believe, in my opinion, the way that grapefruit and that pine are paired to where you're getting, the citrusy bitterness of that grapefruit along with the sweetness of the orange, and then that pine comes rolling in. It's perfect. It really is. I love this fragrance. I absolutely love this fragrance. The steel, so what the steel is doing is, one, it's enhancing the other fragrances. And also what the steel is doing, and I did reach out to Steve because I formed my own opinion, and then I bounced some questions off of Steve. And Steve said, Steve said that one of the things that I was right in my other analysis that I'm going to share with you, but that one thing that it's doing is it's helping to enhance the other fragrances that are in it. So the grapefruit, the citrus, which I believe is orange. It doesn't say that on the label. It says citrus, the grapefruit, the citrus, and the pine. But it's also adding a depth to it. And I don't smell like metal. It doesn't smell like metal. It's one of those things like, amber, to where it's more like of a fantasy fragrance. It doesn't smell anything like amber, but it's what they call a fantasy fragrance. Just like, smoke or some of these other things that we find in our modern fragrances today. And that steel, I don't know if people classify that as a fantasy fragrance, but I do. I would. You know, correct me if you're a perfumer or whatever, and I'm often left field, but I would definitely classify the steel as that. But it's also adding like this oceanic freshness to it, like fresh air kind of. It's beautiful. It really is. I love this fragrance. They say that I'm liking this Derby Extra in this SR41. You can get these for like $40 to $50 depending on where you buy them. If you want a different slant, I recommend this one. This is now my 5th shave with it. I'm enjoying it. I don't know if it'll ever become my favorite, but it's always going to be one that I cherish. And like, I'm loving it. I got myself with it a couple of times. Once was a pretty good one. But as you can see, I'm on uneven earth out here. Not very good lighting. And I haven't got myself yet. And yeah, it's a Derby, but it's still a razor blade. Alien Shave. I'm so impressed with Alien Shave, you guys. I really am. If you haven't checked them out, you need to check them out. If you guys want a little sample of the soap, I got a few different soaps. Let me know. If you pay for shipping, I'll throw a piece of it in an envelope and mail it to you. Send you enough for a couple shaves. Just put it into like some wax paper. Put it inside an envelope and mail it to you. Should be fairly cheap. Love it. Absolutely love it. It's damn good stuff, Maynard. It really is. It's really, really good. If you like a citrusy fragrance, a piney tree type fragrance is perfect. So far, the fragrances I've experienced from Alien Shave, they all smell great. And I'm big into, you know, woody, earthy, pine type fragrances. And I have come across a lot, some that I need to piff, that smell more like a candle. And it's not easy to do natural fragrances, which is why I think, you know, some people avoid them because they're not easy. But this pine, it's great. It really is. It doesn't smell like a candle. It doesn't smell like air freshener. It smells like high quality pine. Oh, it smells so good. I still got firewood in the back of my truck. We're burning some of it out here today. The lake is almost empty. In places it is empty. It's still super deep right out here where I am. If you enjoy the B-roll, I got some good B-roll for you today. I didn't say up front, I forgot, I said it in my first impressions video. I did not pay for the soap and splash. They were sent to me for review from Steve at Alien Shave. Thank you, Steve, for that. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the opportunity to review this. The artwork was inspired by the Iron Giant. I watched that a lot with our oldest son, Austin. It came out, and he was born in 97, and if I remember right, the movie came out in 99. And so we watched that a lot. We actually owned it on VHS. It might even still be out in the garage somewhere. And we watched it with Lucas, who you guys just met in my starter kit video. Emily had never seen it, our daughter. I tried getting her to watch it a few times over the years. She poo-pooed on it. But when I got this, I think it's on Max or on Paramount somewhere, I finally got her to watch it. And we sat down as a family, my wife and Emily and I. Oh, I'm forgetting my alum. Why are you letting me do that? I'm all talking about the Iron Giant. Oh, buddy. So glad I didn't bring any menthol. Oh, God, that sent chills down my spine. Oh, nurse. But we watched it earlier this week. I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. And she didn't love it. Of course not, but that's all right. She's my Star Wars buddy and my Spider-Man Marvel buddy. And so, can't win them all, but she did enjoy it. She said it was okay. I'd forgotten, like my wife and I, we both love that movie. And I had forgotten just how good it was. Dean and Hogarth are two of the greatest characters. I love just the whole movie. It's great. The 90s were pretty great. You know what? The 80s were awesome, but the 90s were pretty awesome too. I graduated in 95, so I was a kid in the 80s, and then, going through the whole wonder years and the losing of innocence, in the early 90s, and then coming of age at 95, 97 kind of thing. Oh, God, man, that water's still getting me. I always say it at home. Normally, I would let this sit for a couple of minutes. Usually at home, my routine is I'll apply the alum, and then I'll rinse out my bowl and brush, rinse out the razor, dry the razor with a Q-tip, like a towel, and then I'll apply my splash. So these are 2.5 ounces, which, if I remember right, is 60 milliliters. The soap is 4 ounces, yes. I love these bottles. This fragrance, the post-shave. Alien Shave is delivering. Can you guys hear those gunshots? That's so awesome. I love the sound of gunshots. My wife has my pistol up there. We only brought the one firearm. I insisted that she take it with her. What was I talking about? Oh, the post-shave. But seriously, Alien Shave, all of it, all the way around. You're going to get the tier 1 wet shave experience. It's all good stuff. I love the post-shave. Something I've been experimenting with. So if you watch my content, for years I've used Mysterium Serum. I've finished a couple of bottles, and I'm almost at the end. What's either my second bottle or my third bottle. And I don't use them every single shave because I have a lot of star jellies and other things that I use too. Something else that Enrique gave me was a brand new bottle of the Elysian Skin Balm. Now this is half the size of Mysterium Serum. This is a 50 milliliter. Mysterium Serum is 100 milliliter. That's the aftershave from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. But the ingredient list on this guy here, I'm going to try and remember to put it right up here, is uber premium, and you only need a small little dab. Just a dab will do you guys. A small dab. Let's see if I can show you how much I put for my other side here. And so like Mysterium Serum, I use it. I've been trying to fight old age, right? So I'm getting like the wrinkles and stuff. And so I use Mysterium Serum on my forehead, under my eyes, and around my cheekbones and all that. So look at that. Just a small little dab right there. Apply it down here. Apply a little right up there. That's all you need. But looking at the ingredients list on this, you can see why this is a higher cost. It's 50 milliliters for $15. And while that sounds like a lot, a little goes a long ways, and I'm trying to pay attention and see what I think of this. If there's ever I want to say universal, but not universal. For years, I've used Mysterium Serum. Doesn't matter what product I'm using. I can shave with PAA or be shaving with Bear Stearns Man, and I would still, use the splash and then apply Mysterium Serum. But if there's ever a product that might give Mysterium Serum a run for its money, it might be this. And so I'm going to be continuing to use this for a while, and next 6 months or so, hopefully form an opinion of which I like better. I really like the ingredients list on this, but I also really like the Mysterium Serum ingredients list, and I do like the price of the Mysterium Serum. Yakety schmackety. Thank you, Stephen, for sending this out to me. I'm a little chilly. I want to grab my hand warmers and put them on my freshly shaven face. Oh, buddy, seeing what I like. I got Hot Hands brand here and the Mr. Heated brand here. Oh, these are sold at Weimart, a local store. These are sold at Walmart, a local store. You all know who Walmart is, but Weimart is like a small Northwest chain. If you're still watching, thank you. The B-roll is next. Got that Sterling video that I'm going to get up for you guys. I'm going to be throwing some videos at you. Ritual is coming, and then Monday we've already recorded the shave video that Lucas and I did with his starter kit. So between now and Monday, I'm going to throw a few videos at you. You guys take care. Hope you're all doing well, and thanks for watching. Until next time, I love you long time, baby. I really do. I love you long time. And hey, thanks again, Wendell. I'm loving this, brother. Thank you. I'm loving it. I didn't pay for this. Remember that. This is free, and for free, holy hot damn, buddy. Take care, guys. Absolutely beautiful November day, late November day. If you're still watching, welcome to the B-roll. Thanks for hanging out. Trust the shave went well. Hopefully I didn't open myself up with that razor. Hoping that derby did all right. Let's go back to, well, I got you all panned out right now. That's the creak that hopefully the microphone is picking up during the shave. It's crazy. Look at this. So you go like muddy and soil, and then as you move to the left where I am, you start moving into more rocky surface. Like over there is all rock. That's a regular pan right there, multiplied by 1, the zoom. Here's my setup. Got my stool here. My other stool over here holding some of my goodies. My tripod with the 2 mirrors. Not sure which one I'm going to be using the most. Thanks for joining me out here, you guys. It really is little big things. I can't believe the Thanksgiving has come and gone, and that we're approaching December next week. Take care, and I'll see you soon with Ritual from Hags. Thanks again, Alien Shave. Thanks, Steve. Do it, Bear. Through here.